Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. This is for all my Scorpios, and this is a timeless reading. So it doesn't matter when I upload this video, it only matters when you choose to watch. All right. And if you find yourself connecting to any parts of this message, then this reading was for you. And it doesn't matter if some parts you could not connect with or relate to. Okay. It just may not have been for you because this is a collective reading. So just take what you can connect with, relate to, whatever can help you out today, okay? So what you should know right now, or what do you need to know right now, according to your loved ones? On the other side, you have the Lovers in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. Now, I just laid your cards out. I haven't fully interpreted the reading, so we're going to learn together today, okay? But just looking at these three, it does look like this is your current situation and this is your most recent past. Now, we're going to get to your current. I feel like I should wait on talking about your current situation as the Knight of Pentacles. And it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. This is just symbolic, okay? In your most recent past, it looks like you are this man standing by his garden. And this garden, he put in a lot of work, a lot of time and effort, blood, sweat, tears. You know, all of your focus went into making something work. And in the process of trying to make something work, and this could be a goal you had in mind, it could be a relationship or a business. In the process of trying to make things work, you may have suffered a loss or a setback. And this loss could have been physical, it could have been emotional, mental, spiritual for some of y'all. And looking deeper at this Lover's card of what was broken or what was lost, I see someone who gave and gave of themselves until there was nothing left. And you can see in the beautiful imagery of the Queen of Pentacles here, the Four of Pentacles. Now these were in reverse, but I put them upright so that you could see. You started off, it looks like this is you. The breaking of something or the loss of something looks like this was you. If you were the Queen of Pentacles, and again, man or woman, in your hand you held your baby. Symbolically, for some of y'all this could be quite literally, but for many of y'all we could just say this is just symbolically something that you invested your time, your energy, your effort, all your hopes and dreams into. And this could be your children, it could be a pregnancy or your fertility that you were working on or focused on recently in the past. But just for the sake of a collective reading, let's just say this is just something you really, really wanted and you really cared about. So you try to keep it safe. You took care of it, okay? This could also be a family member, another family member that you took care of. I do see caregiving energy. I see leadership energy. I see that you're someone who had the resources available. You had the time available to take care of a business, to take care of other people, to take care of your goals. And you really did try your best to give it your all. And here in the Four of Pentacles, you transitioned from a queen to someone who was not a queen, but you still held on. Excuse me, you still held on to what mattered most to you, right? It's still in your hand, but just now you're not a queen. So you could have suffered a financial loss or a change of a lifestyle, or this could be represent your energy slowly draining because you've given this your all, and now it's draining your life force. It's draining all your motivation, your passion, your desire. It's slowly leaving you, but you're still trying as hard as you can to hold on to that certain goal or to that relationship or to that business or to that responsibility or role that you played. Now, towards the end, whoops, flip it back. Towards the end, you have the Chariot. And because the Chariot is upside down, it's almost as if this was your throne as the Queen of Pentacles, if this was your throne, the throne is now empty. So you started off as a queen, then you are just a regular person, and then now your throne is empty. So you're not even sitting where you once were. You don't even have, first you lost your crown, then you lost your home, or you lost, luxuries of life, and then you lost your throne. So you don't even have a house to sit in. You don't have a car. For some of you, this could be your reality. You could have suffered a great loss. You may have now become displaced. You may not have a home. You may not have a car. But many of you, I think this is just symbolic of your financial your overall finances could not be stable, or you've lost your identity. You've lost who you are in the process of trying to make something work, or to achieve something. I feel like you're trying to achieve something as well. Like, I hear nest egg. So some of y'all, this could be your business. I feel like some of y'all are here because of your present moment. You've built up a nest egg, or you're waiting on answers of if something will work, a business idea, or you becoming pregnant, or I hear IVF for some of y'all. You're waiting to see if you're I'm not a doctor, so and I'm not familiar with IVF, but I feel like you're waiting on if the, how do you call it, if the eggs will be viable or not, or if it will work out for you. If that's not you, that's okay. Don't don't worry about that. Please just remember, this is a collective reading, so take what you can relate to or connect with. Now, because I heard the word nest egg, so not only fertility, pregnancy, children, it does look like you may be investing business-wise or financially. So there is a business venture, business idea that you're trying to get off the ground, or to have something to build a legacy around. Something that you want to build a legacy to be here even after you're gone, something that can take care of your children, and or to at least help you in retirement, or to help you build something so that you can buy that house you wanted, or go on that vacation you wanted, just to live a life more stable, or more something more fulfilling than you're currently living. And I see for many of y'all, that is why you watch this message, is because right now you're the Knight of Pentacles. You took all that you've put in to the ground to grow, and now it's coming into fruition, and you're taking what you've grown in the hand of the Knight of Pentacles. And now you have options of where you can invest, but right now you're like, where do I invest? Where do I invest what I have worked for? But your loved ones on the other side, they're like, wait a minute, before we answer that, or before we talk about that, let's take a look at what you've invested, all that you have sacrificed. So I was curious about these Seven of Pentacles, all that you put into the ground to make grow. And I drew these cards here, and at the root, the first seedling of what you put into the ground was the Emperor. And to me, that could be symbolic of the hard work you've put in. Your discipline, your determination, your dedication. This could very well be you representing a fatherhood, but you don't have to be man or woman. It's just something that you truly cared about. And this could be you putting in work as a caregiver, or as a father or mother. But if it's not in your relationships, I do see at work, you could have done every step that you could in order to I don't want to say please your bosses, but you've done everything that you're supposed to do at work to get those promotions, to progress, okay, to progress to the next level and to the next level and to the next level and to the next level. So you've done everything you could. You've worked hard in the Eight of Pentacles, so you put in that sweat equity is what I hear. You put in all your focus into mastering something. And now, slowly, all those seeds you put into the ground became the Knight of Pentacles. Now, I like this imagery because you worked hard as the Eight of Pentacles. You took one. You took one that grew. So it almost looks like you kind of cast your net to see what will take. So maybe you applied to many different jobs, or maybe you kept trying over and over, going to that doctor or this doctor, or you tried this relationship or that relationship, or if that business idea failed, what about this one? Or if that network failed, or that sponsor didn't, want you, or didn't want to donate to you, or you couldn't get that bank loan, or that bank loan didn't approve, Now one took. So you threw 8 out to see what will land, what will be successful, and one took. Okay, and this is how you have one to take from your garden out into the world. And I just want to point out again all that it took for you to get there. This could be representative of you. You could be the person that gave your all. But if this is another person here, because it is the Lover's card, okay, it does take 2 in the Lovers. And if this isn't just you that gave your all, it does look like someone else in your life gave their all so that you could prosper. So there could be someone else that you care about who's in your life, who you may be thinking about right now, who sacrificed a lot for you in order for you to go off and focus on your goals, in order for you to succeed or progress in your career or in your goals, right? So it does look, there may be someone here who did sacrifice a lot. And for some of you, what's on your mind, I get that you may have lost them for just this. I feel like this is just for a few of you, okay? You may have lost them physically, and that loss is what's motivating you to do better this time around. Because I keep hearing the word legacy, building a foundation, something that can last forever, something that you can make yourself proud of what you've become and what you've done, but you can make other people proud as well of you and what you've done. So I feel like a certain loss has motivated you to keep going. That's just for some of you. But for others, this could be a living person who has been by your side, who may need more attention from you. And that could be your message today, is to, hey, check on that person who sacrificed everything. But we'll keep going. So we're going to move on to, what are you focused on? Okay, you have 3 options, or 3 areas of life, or 3 different aspects to focus on, or where to invest yourself into, where to invest that pentacle. You have the Hierophant, the Fool, and the Devil. Okay, and this is the 3 areas you can invest. So it's like the Priest, the Fool, the Devil. What a combination for you to invest in or think about investing in. But again, this is just symbolic. Do not take it that, I'm not taking this literally, a priest or a devil or anything. We're going to look into the Hierophant, why you want to invest in this Hierophant. What is the Hierophant? To me, the Hierophant here for you could very well, you want to invest in your marriage. And because I do see the Empress, and if symbolically you are the Emperor, the father figure, it looks like you want to give back to the person who's always supported you, who made you who you are today. So it almost looks like you want to give back to the people who supported you. And if that's not the case, I do see you just wanting to invest in a certain organization or a certain business that has supported you, who may have been a mentor or a counselor or a teacher. You want to give back to them first because they mean so much to you. And they were there when nobody else were. They supported you. They may have given you that loan, that financial loan that you needed, or that guidance that you needed at the time that you were lost and you didn't have enough money, or you didn't have anyone to guide you on a something that you were unfamiliar with. They gave you that expertise. They gave you that comfort and support. So you want to give back to them so that they can continue to help other people. So this could be in a medical institution. It could be a educational institution. It just looks like you want to give back to other people because now that you're in a better place in life. And another area of life, the Fool. To me, this is just you wanting to give back to, maybe invest in a new journey or a new adventure in life. I did hear business venture instead of adventure. For some of you, you're like, oh, I have this idea to invest in a different business idea, but it may be very risky, but one that may pay off in the end. It may pay off in the end, but you don't know if it's going to work because you still don't have all the business capital, or you don't have all the money. If something should fail, you don't know if you have enough money to cover any sort of mistakes that are made along the way. So this could be you investing in remodeling a home or a business venture or some type of goal that is new. Okay, so you don't know all the pros and cons yet, or the advantages or disadvantages. So investing in something new that you're not familiar with is seen as a risk, but with high reward. And finally, we have the devil. And most of y'all have heard that expression, making a deal with the devil. And most often than not, the devil comes with manipulation or tricks, something you don't see coming. And I thought to myself, why would you want to make a deal with the devil symbolically? And I feel like the devil gives you a quicker access to this idea that you have. So you're trying to find a workaround to this new business idea or to this new goal that you have in mind that you're not familiar with. It's just a workaround. So if you look at the Two of Wands here, the devil is offering you two choices, okay, to either you accept or do not accept. This is just echoing back. The Two of Wands echoes back to the Lovers, okay, of choices. Lovers also represents choices to make. And the devil also has two people, okay, a couple. So this is echoing two. This is finding balance in your life, within and externally with the people around you, okay? And the devil is offering you to make a choice. And if you choose to work with this devil, you will become the Knight of Wands with a Chariot. So it almost looks as if the devil is offering you a way for you to not only be the Knight of Pentacles, but be the Knight of Wands, who can deliver a brand new chariot. Where? Here. To this Queen of Pentacles, who, remember, not only lost her crown, but she lost her throne. So in a way, this deal or this shortcut could help expedite your success, and also helping out the person that you love, okay, or helping yourself. Whatever you lost is going to help regain what you lost in an expedited sort of way. Now, both options create risk. Remember, if you invest in going on this journey, for some of you, I feel like it's the same journey you've already been on. Therefore, it's sort of foolish to keep going again and again, round and around on this same journey and investing more and more of your time, energy, effort. It does look like you have the risk of losing out on more money if you continue to try again over and over with the same sort of journey. It does look like you may lose yourself. I do see, because of the Queen of Wands here in reverse, you may lose yourself and may be unhappy in the end. And so that comes with that risk for some of y'all. If it's not a repeated journey, if this is something brand new that you want to try or attempt or experience, I do see it's going to be more successful in making you happy, but it's not going to make you money. And over here, which the devil also represents hard work. So I think attached to the devil is just something that could help propel you financially. And now thinking about it, the other expression is better the devil you know. And there may be an option for you to invest in something that you're already very familiar with, but it doesn't really fulfill you, but it will help propel you to get back that chariot, to give back to the people who supported you, or to give back to yourself in whatever you have lost. You're torn between to invest in who supported you, or to invest in this new journey, or to go back to what you're used to. Maybe for some of y'all, this is the deal with the devil, taking that shortcut. But just looking at it again, I think for most of y'all, this is just going back to what you're used to. Now, what do your loved ones have to say to you? We're going to clear this away. And that is my version of cleaning. Don't look under my bed or in my closet. All right, we're going to shuffle a little bit. Now, after all that is said and done, what now, loved ones? What now do you have to say? Don't make fun of my shuffling. This is a large deck. Do one more shuffle. All right, 3-card pull for Scorpios. What then, loved ones, do you have to say? So we have the Justice in reverse, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Notice more Knight energy. We started off with you being the Knight of Pentacles. So here we have the other 2 Knights. And it looks like going after something that doesn't align with your heart or align with your higher inner spiritual self. Anything you choose is just not going to work. There's almost a call to action or a request for you to look within and make sure that whatever you choose to do, it's something that you can live with and be fully content with or satisfied with on the inside. It is a matter of looking at your heart, looking at your soul, your spirit, looking at what is calling to you first, and then you can take action. Then you can choose where you want to invest your money or invest your time and your energy into, but we can get some clarity on this. Okay, you have the 10 of Wands in reverse, the 6 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords in reverse. And at the top of the deck, you have the 5 of Swords in reverse. Sometimes I read the top of the deck, sometimes I don't. Just depends. So looking at this 10 of Wands, it's a man carrying 10 of Wands, essentially. but symbolically, it's someone who is holding on to a lot of baggage. And in your case, it looks like all that you have invested in, all the hard work you've done, if you have lost yourself and now you're trying to what's the word, reinvent yourself, or to create a different life for yourself, or to have a different life experience, I feel your loved ones are saying with the Six of Swords, the boat, you can't get on a boat to carry you into a different life experience, and a different life experience that will heal you. If you do not let go of what has been weighing you down, you're going to have to drop some weight. And again, this could be many different things. Like I said, your long-held beliefs, what you're aligning yourself with. So your values could be put to question here. Maybe there's something that you value that really isn't worth your time, and it really isn't aligning truly with who you are on the inside. Like up here, I just noticed that you have the Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, and you are the Knight of Pentacles. All three knights represent a whole team, and this could represent all of you. So you can't reach what you want if you leave parts of you behind. And the part you're trying to leave behind is this Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is all about love, emotional connection, social connection, deep connection, spiritual too, within yourself and with other people, sharing that passion, sharing inspiration, sharing your light with other people, and receiving their light as well, receiving the love or social connection with other people. So very much emotional. If you leave this part of you out, in order for you to go after what you want or what you believe should be yours, you won't make it. Your boat won't make it. And because of the Justice card here, if there is something that you're trying to make right, your loved ones are also saying, no, you cannot make this right. You cannot restore that karmic balance. There will be no healing involved with you or with other people if you cannot come to them truly connecting on an emotional, spiritual level. So that is for some of y'all. So now is the time for you to let go of all that you've been carrying that is weighing you down in order for you to get to the next life experience. Whatever this new life experience may contain, it does look like it will be very healing for you and for other people involved. It does look like you will be able to feel more fulfilled and more whole. So where once you were missing, right? You had the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Wands, but you took out the emotional aspect of yourself. It looks like in this new life experience, you will be more whole again. But you won't get there if you don't let go of certain things. And again, whatever you're holding on to that has been a burden, whether you are aware of it or not, it's going to be different for everybody watching this video. So again, it could be your belief systems, or it could be your habits. It could be the people you surround yourself with, or the environment you're in. It could be the goals that you have in mind, and whatever you value could be also not really benefiting you. So look at what is preventing you from moving forward, because you got to be able to be light enough to stay afloat. So if you could take anything from this message, you have to be light enough on this boat in order to keep yourself afloat. But you also have to have the right tools, the right resources, the right state of mind. You also have to be emotionally balanced, mentally prepared enough in order for you to get to your destination and succeed. So living as your authentic self will be very important right now for you. Anything else, loved ones? Cleaning off the board. Okay, you have the Hierophant in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse, and the Three of Cups. The people who you want to give back to, who've always supported you or who have been there in your toughest of times, they don't want your money. They don't want objects. Okay, the Page of Cups has a cup in his hand. In this case, I know it's not usually it would be the Knight of Cups who's offering a cup to somebody, but I feel as if your loved ones want to tell you, the people who supported you, they do not want objects from you. They don't want a material gift. So you don't have to invest your money into them. They just want you to be there for them. Physically be there for them, emotionally be there for them, mentally be there for them. Whatever is most appropriate for the people who supported you, okay, because it could be family or your partner, a friend. It could be at work, or again, that institution that is, or organization that has helped you grow. In any way or capacity that you can, be there for them. You see that in the Three of Cups. People are together celebrating, and I'm sorry about my lighting going out, but hopefully y'all can see. They want you just to be there for them.